some of your favorite players, or what kind of lineup were you using to qualify?
Right.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in Dallas. And let's go.
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Howard in at the 5. Now here's James. Outside, Green. Back to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Doncic. James with the bucket.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
Now here's Doncic. The pass to Hardaway. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the score by Dallas. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start jogging back the other way.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. No good from Finney-Smith. Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Hardaway against Green. Just 5 to shoot. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. It's good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Hardaway against Green. Hardaway up top. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. No dice from the high post.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Porzingis passes to Pop. The shot misses. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. And it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now here's Green. Here's James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And the shot goes down.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
The drive. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's Los Angeles, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Anthony Davis. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James is out there with Howard. And it's Caruso in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Los Angeles leading by 13. LeBron outside. Pass to Caruso. James looking it over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Anthony Davis. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Curry. LeBron kicks to Caruso. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to James. And James throws it down.
Don't give LeBron James a lane to the hoop, because he will be ruthless in his attack. He takes advantage anytime he sees daylight.
Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to Wright. Back to Curry. Dishes it to Wright. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Brunson, good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Los Angeles leading by 13. And here's James outside. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 20.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Kleba inside. He's against Morris. Back to Curry. Passes it to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. LeBron with the block.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway's checked in for DeLon Wright, and Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 16. Out to Hardaway. Back to Curry. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. Now here's Cauley Stein. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kleba, the pass to Curry. And good that time.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Caldwell Pope against Curry. Over Caldwell Pope. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Outside Rondo. Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope with it. From outside, off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Kleba slams it in.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Kleba defending. Caldwell Pope passes to McGee. Outside for Rondo. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Rondo. The dish now to McGee. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Mavericks trail by 10, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. 17 seconds left in the first half of the game. Powell finds Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And the first half is now in the books. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and that'll about do.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Outside, Green. Back to James. The Mavericks pull it in.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Porzingis passes to Powell. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Now LeBron, 20 points for him. Inside, got a piece of it. One-on-one here. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Hardaway against Green. Finney Smith passes to Powell. Rebounded by Howard. Los Angeles leading by 8. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Davis. The Mavericks making the shot. Shot clock at 6. Back to James. Launches a 3. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Dallas also making some changes. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Here's Finney Smith. LeBron with it. Now Wright defending. Finished off the break.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Seth Curry in for Dorian Finney-Smith. He gets it in there.
The quickness of DeLon Wright is a lot for defenders to deal with. How pretty is that drive?
Rondo with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Kuzma. To the paint. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And it's Wright missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kleber with it. Guarded now by Morris. And it's Wright missing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. And the slam dunk by McGee.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Kleber. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Pass to McGee. The pass to Caruso. Back to McGee with 1 on the clock. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here is Davis. 4 on the clock. Caldwell Pope, and the layup is good. Caldwell Pope's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. Outside Hardaway. The three from Porzingis. Curry with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 17. Here's Caldwell Pope. Again, Los Angeles.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's LeBron in for Rajon Rondo. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mavericks trail by 21. Some nice passing here by Dallas. That's tipped. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Lets it go with a three. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Davis, the pass to Howard. LeBron outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Drops in the tray. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Outside, Green. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. To the left side wing. Here's Finney-Smith. And the 3 off target. Lakers leading by 22. And a wide open look for James. Offline with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
They retain possession. It's stolen by Green. LeBron with it. Hardaway picks him up. James outside. Pass to Green. From 20 feet out. With the tip, Davis on the follow.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here is Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Porzingis. Here's Bradley. Cook dishes to Bradley. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Smith, the pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from McGee. That one misses. Here's Dallas. Here's Jackson. McGee with the block. Beyond the arc. That shot off. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew,
Right now I'm using Steph Curry. Right now is the best PG I see. I'm using Will King, Paul George Diamond, Kevin Durant Diamond, and starting 5 I was using Micah, but Porzingis is so good.
Ooh, I love that, using the little...
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Beverly finds Leonard. Morris outside. Clock at 6. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ. May not have the height, but Beverly has good length. A 37-inch vertical. Nasty.
The shot by Powell, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Right side, Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
The dive for the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And here is Doncic. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Powell finds Porzingis. Doncic against Beverly. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So difficult to stop Leonard from scoring. Sometimes you just have to foul him.
Curry's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Yep, it counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Morris passes to Beverly. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Zubac kicks to George. They shoot again.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Powell, and he makes good on the layup. Powell's got his second basket. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Kevin? Unbelievable. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Back to Powell. Stolen by Zubac. George dishes to Morris, and the shot is good.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Leonard with the steal. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. Now Porzingis. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Beverly. Leonard inside. Curry meets him. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 13.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Curry finds Hardaway. Can they get it? And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. In the corner, George with it. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Zubac. They get a hand on it. Hardaway with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Curry's got the ball. Over in the corner, Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Curry. Doncic passes to Powell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Jalen Brunson out there with Wright. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters. Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
There's the steal. Down low, here's Wright. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Leonard. On the wing, Green. Cuts off the pass. Wright, the pass to Brunson. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dallas moving the ball around. Passes it to Kleber. Knocks it loose. And so the Clippers with another turnover. Pass to Harrell. Got a hand on it. Wright outside to the inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Williams. Here's Shamet. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys,
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Cauley Stein kicks to Finney Smith. Out to the wing. Fires the three. Green with the rebound. Clippers leading by 15. Williams attacking. Here's Harrell. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now, here's Shamet. Tight defense on him. Jackson passes to Shamet. There's the dish to Green. And Green slams it in.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Shamet kicks to Williams. 1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. And Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Kleba finds Cauley Stein. And Kleba now top of the key. Inside and stolen by Harrell. Williams passes to Shamet. And stolen by Cauley Stein. 3-on-3. The kick out to Wright. Down low. Second chance shot. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
With that type of range and confidence, Landry Shamet's shooting is very important.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for Green. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Left side, George. Zubac trying to break loose. Misses the 3. Mavericks trailed by 14. Doncic finds Hardaway. Out to Porzingis. Rebound by the Clippers. A deep 3 from Leonard. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's lost. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 13 points and... That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Stolen by George. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Here's Morris. Shoots over Doncic. Porzingis with the block. And he's able to get it back. Zubac. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's George missing. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Leonard, the pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Zubac finds Morris. Powell with the steal. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by George. Porzingis can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 17. Now Zubac. Leonard on the wing. And that one is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Out to Porzingis, launches it. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Up again. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 17. And it's Leonard missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Morris with the ball. Here's Beverly. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Beverly's got 7 points for the quarter.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Curry in at the two-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. For three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Williams. Lays it up off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On the wing, Williams from outside the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Here's Williams. Out to Morris. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him. Dallas shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Doncic, here we go. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Los Angeles leading by 23. On the wing, Morris. There's the pass to Harrell. Out to Morris.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Count it. Curry's got his first bucket in this one. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Cauley-Stein. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Doncic passes to Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Lou Williams. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Paul George comes in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And the basket by Curry.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
On the wing, Morris. Doncic against Beverley. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Back to George. Pass to Beverly. The three from Morris. Powell pulls it in. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Finney-Smith. Curry on the wing. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Powell. Off with the layup. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
a lot of steals, shooting a lot of threes.
Awesome, awesome. I always love hearing the strategies of players. I won't let you give.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA DA.
Kevin, thanks.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Davis. And it's Howard in at the center position. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Now, here is Morris. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. The three from LeBron. The Lakers rebound. That shot no good. Leonard against Green. Beverly the pass to Zubac. The Clippers again turning it over.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And it's the Lakers ball. Here's James. We're about 1 minute into the first. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now, and that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. James. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Morris, no good.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
The D is no shot at stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Yeah, and the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
To the middle, here's Howard. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
James finds Howard. Back to James. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Zubac with it. Picked up by Davis. Oh, Morris in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
James up top. The pass to Howard. Caldwell Pope for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. JaMychal Green comes in for Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Shamet kicks to Green. And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now here is McGee. Wide open look. Caruso, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one's good, Shamet.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Here's Morris. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Williams passes to Shamet. Stolen by McGee. Kuzma inside. Harrell on him.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo.
Leonard finds Green. Again, the Clippers.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Out to the right wing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and Morris throws it down.
Wow. The size of Morris helps him down low, especially when he decides to sky high for the dunk.
And it's Green missing. Now the Lakers on the break. Morris with the ball. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Lakers on top, up 1. We'll be back shortly live from Stick.
You know, for me, it's super cool.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit to coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Williams. Makes it off the glass.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Moving it up. Here's Kuzma. Will it go? Davis. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Morris. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Left side, Williams. Left side, George. And there's the feed to Harrell. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Davis drives in. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
In the corner, it's Morris. Floats it up there for Harrell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Harrell kicks to George. Back to Harrell. And stolen by James. Now the Lakers on the break. They kick it out to Green. James looking it over. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
On the wing, Williams. Morris outside. In the corner, George with it. No good with the triple.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Green finds Caldwell Pope. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. The Clippers in the lead. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Here's LeBron. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. The Lakers also with a sub, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Out to Morris. 44 seconds left in the first half. And Leonard has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got 7.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Passes to Green. To the inside. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Rebound by the Clippers.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Rondo against Beverly. Rondo passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And part of what makes Kawhi.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that does it for our...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Markieff Morris really having a great game.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, he can't stop him.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Back to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Yep, that one goes. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
James in the post, covered by Morris. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
On the wing, Morris. And Leonard has it in the corner. Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. Now the Lakers on the break. Green leading the charge. No one near James as he lets it go. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Green. They're running. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Green. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Marcus Morris. And the Lakers also making a switch. Rondo's checked in.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
The shot, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. George dishes to Harrell. Outside for Jackson. Inside, stolen by McGee. Rondo with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. For the tie. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
Davis kicks to Caruso. Off target with his 3. Clippers leading by 4. George passes to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Davis against Beverly. It's Davis with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Harrell dishes to Beverly. Leonard with no one around. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
George finds Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Harrell at the elbow. George with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
In the corner, George with it. To the paint. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Left side, George. Back to Harrell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
Williams against Green. Williams passes to Shamet. It's stolen by Green. Fast break, the Lakers. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good on the 3-point shot. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Lakers on top. They finish off the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-5 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Morris is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Howard in at the 5. And Howard with the second chance points.
What about the persistence of Howard? Refusing to give up on the glass. He gets rewarded for his hustle.
Williams dishes to Morris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Lakers leading by 4. And here is LeBron. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Morris. Williams finds Leonard. Down low. Here's Morris. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots. That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
Outside Leonard. Shamet on the wing. Zubats against Howard. Zubats kicks to Morris. A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the pass to LeBron. And the Lakers with another turnover here. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Shamet the pass to Leonard. Back to Shamet. Now here's Zubats. Guarded by Green. And stolen by Kuzma. Williams against James. Kuzma controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kuzma's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for it.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Leonard inside, working on Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Just the silky shot from Beverly. He's so good at hitting these important shots.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Beverly. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George passes to Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
George with the ball. Now Green defending, and George with the stuff.
And, guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On the wing, Green. To the inside. Kicks it out to James. Davis, the pass to Caldwell Pope. They can't stop the run with that one.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Green with the rebound. The Lakers trail. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. And Davis throws it down.
And you want to talk about a big-time shot from Davis? You know he lives for moments like these.
Right side Leonard from past the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Leonard inside, covered by LeBron. George passes to Leonard. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
James against George. James kicks to Davis. Count it!
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And it's Beverly missing. James against George. LeBron outside. Deflects the pass. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
give away too much because I know people are going to be wanting to qualify and play against you in the tournament, but that's awesome to hear. Is there a specific card that is your absolute favorite while competing?
Curry, definitely Curry. Right now he's the best guy in the game. There's a lot of new cards like Oscar Robertson that is so.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very
always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. James finds Green. The drive. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Howard. And that one's good, Doncic.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's James. The pass to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Back to James. Howard trying to free himself up.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And, Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Now here's Green following the miss by Porzingis. And it's Davis with the jam.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
To the middle. Here's Powell. Out to Porzingis. Back to Powell. Inside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
And here is LeBron. Pass to Howard. To the paint. Here's Green. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Out to Doncic. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. The Lakers. Green with the ball. Banked in off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Howard. LeBron's got 6 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's James. 6 points for him. Davis with it. Inside. Green. Rebounded by Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Doncic against Caldwell Pope. It's Powell on the wing. Passes it to Finney-Smith. to Powell. It's stolen by Davis. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
To the inside. Here's Finney-Smith. Feeds to Powell. Out to Porzingis. Back to Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Rondo. Kicks to McGee. Shoots over Powell. Powell pulls it in. Right side. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard spot. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. 14 feet away, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Pass to Brunson. To the middle, stolen by McGee. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Finished off the break.
Boy, fun watching Kuzma find a way to get out in the open court. The young legs on display there.
Stolen by McGee. By himself. And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Right, the pass to Cauley-Stein. He kicks it to Curry. And there's the pass to Brunson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Davis is checked in. Wright looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a 6'5" combo guard who uses his size well. Wright is pretty consistent across all areas.
And, you know, Greg, I watched him in college, and what I liked about him most, and I think other people kind of sleep on this guy is really excellent in terms of his feel for the game. I mean, he's got a control and poise about him that's contagious. Good instincts. I like his decision-making in transition. I just think he's an effective, efficient player. You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. LeBron with the block. And here we go. Lakers running again. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Finney Smith passes to Curry, and it's good. 2 points.
He's becoming more comfortable and tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
LeBron against Wright. The drive by LeBron. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And the basket by Curry.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
James wide open. That three off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for DeLon Wright. The Lakers also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And it's Green in for Kyle Kuzma. And the dunk by James.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's Curry. Down low. It's stolen by Davis.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
First one falls for him.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release. Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Here's Brunson. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. Out to Doncic. Porzingis inside. And so it's LeBron James making things. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points. You knew when the Lakers... And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. And Davis pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 10.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Rondo scanning the floor. Clock at 6, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in. Here's Caruso. No good from outside. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Powell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Over to the left wing. Turned away against McGee. Pass to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Davis. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
The shot by Kleba, wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. And Davis, here we go, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Seth Curry comes in for Hardaway. Here's Doncic. He has 6. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong. Davis puts it down with authority, and his team is just going wild about it. Man, that was impressive. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court, sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry, and Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it.
Rondo against Kleba. Passes to McGee. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Curry. Not going to go that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Caruso. And it's good for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Kuzma finds McGee. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Kuzma. No good on the triple. Now here's Brunson. Off the left rim and out. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Things really rolling for AD now. This could be a big night for him.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers on top. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Howard in at center. Mavericks trail by 10. Now Green. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look, but they recover it. Kuzma outside. Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 5. The second chance effort. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Curry. Doncic finds Hardaway. Back to Doncic. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Can't connect from short range. Los Angeles leading by 10. The drive by LeBron. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Contavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Powell. James against Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Launches it. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And James throws it down.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell-Pope. Love seeing that.
Powell, that's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Caldwell-Pope outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
They get it back. Caldwell-Pope outside. To the middle. Powell with the steal. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers leading by 11. The 3 from LeBron. And the Lakers with another miss. Dallas now running out of time. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Hardaway, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
Powell, that's good. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. His 11th attempt is no good. He's made 9 of those 11.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Howard misses. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Outside for Curry. The pass to Finney-Smith. The three from Porzingis. No good, shot missing. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win. And
all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg.
or Pete Maravich, but definitely Stephen Curry is the best guy in the game right now.
We've seen NBA 2K League pros compete against all kinds of players in this tournament. So is there any specific players you're looking forward to playing against?
Yeah, definitely. Jomar is one of my idols because...
Coming up next. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA Payday.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Beverley, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverley is going to do his best to get you the ball.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Beverley following the miss by Marcus Morris. The putback, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Hardaway with it. George picks him up. Porzingis passes to Powell. Doncic outside. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the 3-point line.
There's the pass to Leonard. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Here's Beverley. After Luka Doncic's bucket, out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Curry's checked in for Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas moving it around. Doncic passes to Powell. The shot's good. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Out to Morris. Pass to Beverley. Over Doncic. They need this. George passes to Beverley. And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks leading by 11. Pass to Porzingis. Got a piece of it.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverley. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Leonard. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. Back to Kleber. Curry on the wing. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. In the corner, it's Kleber. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Brunson scanning the floor. And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Green. Jackson is out there with Williams. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Shamet in at the 3 slot. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Shamet's got his first basket.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Feeds it to Wright. Back to Kleber. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Clippers get called for the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Zubac is checked in for Harrell. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jackson against Brunson. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas with a change here too. Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway finds Wright. Over to the wing. Dallas moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Kleber. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. The shot by Williams, no good.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And it's in there. Wright's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hardaway kicks to Wright. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Williams. Off on the layup. Dallas leading by 15. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Hardaway. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Clock at 6. And Leonard has it in the corner. And the Clippers miss again. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
You think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Outside Williams. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
And the pass to Kleba. Back to Wright. Hardaway for 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Wright against Williams. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Jackson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. Jacks up a 3 with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Cauley-Stein's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Leonard. On the wing, Green. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dallas, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to win or lose, Kenny. The Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations in the NBA.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
On the floor for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Finney Smith passes to Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got 6 points. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow. For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Dallas also making some changes. Curry's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And George with the stuff.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Here's Brunson. Porzingis against Beverly. Powell kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Powell, no one around him. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Shamet on the wing. Passes it to Harrell. To the left wing. Brunson against Beverly. Harrell, count that one.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact.
Mavericks leading by 16. The pass to Powell. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Beverly, the pass to Shamet. Second shot opportunity. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Morris kicks to Shamet. Mavericks with the rebound. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Picked him clean. Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Finney-Smith. No points in the game yet for him. The three from Porzingis. The offensive rebound. Brunson with a clean look. The three. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Porzingis can't hit. Clippers trail by 18. To the inside. Shamet. It's deflected. Fast break, Dallas. The shot by Powell, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And that one's good, Shamet.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Poke loose. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's tipped and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Williams comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Inside, here's Doncic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Doncic has got 6 points.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Kleber finds Curry. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And so it's Dallas with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams, and Harrell's in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Hardaway for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Floats it up there for Harrell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Montrezl Harrell with a throwdown that gets his teammates up.
Hardaway passes to Kleba. Back to Hardaway. Passes it to Doncic. Down low. And the dunk by Powell.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Jackson against Doncic. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Powell, the pass to Doncic. Now, here's Kleba. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by George.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Jackson.
The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. A clear look for Hardaway. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Back to Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And George kicks to Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. Dallas leading by 17. On the wing, Hardaway. Stolen by George. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
For the 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Floats it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Leonard brings the double team. Stolen by Jackson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Clippers with the ball. Outside Williams. Floats it up there for Harrell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead. Powell, the pass to Kleba. And a lot of contact on that one. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
And during that last strike, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thanks, David. Clock at 4. Williams, that's for 2. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The pass to Porzingis. From deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now Williams. A deep 3 from Leonard. No good there. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I need.
the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Howard in at the center filling out the middle. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope on the wing. No good on the 3. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's George finishing it off.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now here's James. Here's Morris, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Now, guys, it seems like every drive of LeBron's involves contact, doesn't it? He's like a magnet for bodies out there.
Leonard kicks to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. James against Leonard. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside, off the mark. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside for George. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. George has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Clippers running again. And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility. Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And James throws it down.
Let's say the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
George passes to Zubac, and yes, it's good. Zubac has got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And Harrell slams it in.
All too easy for Montrezl Harrell. That's the result of his activity and pursuing opportunities. Beautifully done.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's James. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Now here's Green. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Harrell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Caruso from outside the arc. The Lakers rebound. Now Kuzma. On the wing, James. Now the pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. James, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Kuzma finds James to the inside. McGee laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Williams in the post. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And James gets it to go on the assist by McGee. James has got 12.
I tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Morris. He's out there with JaVale McGee. LeBron James is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Rondo's shot is good. Rondo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harrell kicks to Green. Shoots over McGee. Harrell on the follow. He's got 6.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
The Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Kicks it out to LeBron. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, at this point, with LeBron rolling, the #1 goal on every possession, get it to the king.
Here's Green. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rondo dishes to McGee. Pass to James. And he finishes nicely on the layup. LeBron's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Lakers. Pass to Shamet. Green in the post. McGee's there. Harrell. The putback. They get it back. Pass to Shamet. He kicks it to Jackson. Green left side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Nobody near George. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. George has got 7.
Consistent shooter from outside the arc. Paul George is terrific at finding space when he needs to get a shot off.
Davis finds Green. Caldwell Pope outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Lakers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And the technical free throw is good.
And like the greats before him, AD has taken the time to develop all aspects of his game. You have to respect that.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Morris with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And it's George missing. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Kuzma outside. Outside, Davis. Howard trying to free himself up. And Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
George passes to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Caldwell Pope finds Green. Lakers working the ball around now. Puts it up from 12. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Shot clock and game clock separated. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And it's George finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Lakers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron, always looking to get to the charity stripe.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Good on the second free throw. Leonard on the wing. The tray. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Now here's James. To the middle. And they double up Davis. 5 to shoot. LeBron against Zubac. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Clippers leading by 5. Right side George. Leonard on the wing. To the paint. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. I'm sure you've got a list Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to?
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. LeBron dishes to Davis. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. George passes to Morris. And George with the stuff.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
James outside. And that one, good. James has got 20.
Huge bucket at the rim, and they cut into that lead. That's exactly where he likes to make his living.
Leonard finds George. He was all alone on that one. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. Here's Caldwell Pope. Makes it off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
But they get it back. Harrell, Leonard on the wing, beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for George. Leonard against Davis. On the wing, Morris. Gets a hand on it. Davis on the follow.
In offensive rebounding, really all about hustle. And with Davis, that's hardly ever in question.
And Davis sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Caruso, the pass to Davis. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Morris into the lane. The pass to Kuzma. Out to Morris. Back to Kuzma. And the rejection by Harrell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Now the feed to Harrell. Leonard inside. He's covered by Rondo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the technical free throw is good.
What a story for Markieff Morris, taking exactly 1 pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
Howard, the pass to Kuzma. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Kuzma's got his first points of the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Williams. Right side Jackson feeds to Harrell. It's stolen by Morris. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Clippers on top, leading by 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Green. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's LeBron James. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5.
We know this. Montrezl Harrell in close proximity has tremendous touch.
James against Beverly. Ron right side. Howard banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Harrell. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul George in for Williams. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot from deep. George, but they'll get another chance. And James pulls it down. Lakers trail by 4. Ahead, here's Caldwell Pope. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his donkey.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And George kicks to Beverly. Outside for George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Beverly the pass to Zubac, and it's sent back by Howard.
Now Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Out to Kuzma. Back to Howard to take the lead. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope. Buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got 12 points here in the second half.
And there you go, a confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
George passes to Zubac, and he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Well, should any of us be surprised? But they need a bucket. LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
On the wing, George. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, Green. Inside. Out to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Morris throws it down.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Passes it to James. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Shoots. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. And now a 5-point Clipper lead. Stolen by George. And there's the call on Howard. And that'll be his third foul so far. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And George gets it to go.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
James, the pass to Howard. Davis in the corner. And the Lakers with another miss. Clippers with the ball. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. And the call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Six seconds left in the game. Morris, no good. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...